All right, how's everyone doing today? All right, Comeback Honey here to talk to you about the 7th-year anniversary of the attack that took place on Pictil Province at the PHQ, the Providence Police Headquarters in Afghanistan. Okay, what I want to talk to you about today, like I said before, is the attack. How did it take place and how did it happen? It was a 4-hour firefight. You know, in history, you know, I've been in firefights before. We've all been in firefights. What are we told? We're always told that a firefight might last 2-3 minutes, definitely less than 5 minutes. This took place for 4 hours, I kid you not, 4 hours. Let me tell you how it all started. So it was on a Sunday. It was on April 15th, 2012. I was doing laundry at the time, and when I was doing laundry, I was looking out the window. You know, you hear personnel chatting, talking, having conversations. Colonel Yoder was out there with personnel that were part of ODA. So while they were out there, they were having a conversation, and then all of a sudden I heard a boom, like a faint sound or explosion, but it was light. So I looked, I seen everyone kind of look around. Okay, a mortar round coming in. Maybe, usually they're coming in at night, but now they're coming in at 10 o'clock in the morning. Don't quite understand that. I think it was 10 o'clock in the morning, not sure. So then another round came. It was kind of faint sound, kind of light, and I looked out and I see them run. I said, oh man, okay, it has hit the fan right now, so something's going on. So I grabbed my weapon, I grabbed my 9mm. Remember, it was Sunday, it's our refit day. So I run down to our little talk we had down there, a little wooden talk, whatever, you can push it over with your foot, what have you. So I went down, I said, what's going on? I put on my body armor, and Colonel Yoder said, hey, we're under attack. We're definitely under attack. I said, well, let me go find out for myself. So I geared up. I went outside the gate and went up in the tower. Before I even got to the tower, I saw personnel security forces from 509, and they are returning fire. I used to be a part of 509, so I know that these soldiers knew how to fight. So they were returning fire. I was like, what in the world are they shooting at? So I run up in the tower. I look, I said, what are you shooting at? Sergeant Major, look, we're right over there, right over there. We can see the enemy. I picked up the binos. I tell you, I didn't even need the binos. I looked over there, and there it was. That was a terrorist. I mean, there was someone, either Al-Qaeda or Al-Qaeda. I think Al-Qaeda took responsibility. And they were firing. They were firing at the police headquarters, provincial police headquarters. That's what I think. They were firing at us at police headquarters. Okay, so they're firing. I looked up, and there you go. There's an RPG. Boom! Exploding right to the right side of the tower. I said, okay, we're in a firefight. So I jumped down out of the tower, went down the radio, and Colonel Yoder was there, Sergeant Truax and Crump. And Colonel Yoder said, Sergeant Major, 509 is on the phone, on the radio right now. They need to talk to you. Tell them what's going on. Picked up the phone. The radio said, hey, this is a Viper. And the scouts at 509. I said, yeah, what's going on? They said, hey, is there a fire? I said, yes, there's a firefight. There is a firefight for sure. The enemy is firing at us right now. And they're located, this building here was a pink building. It was a pink college. We're on the other side. We're right up in here. And we're firing at the enemy, Al-Qaeda, Haqqani, whoever it is. We're firing at them, and they're firing at us. I mean, this is going back and forth right now. And I told them, yes. So if you go to the college, I think it was Mobile. Go down Mobile. You go to the college. You set up. You can see the firefight is happening, and it's you can't miss it. So they had their MRAPs, I believe, and they went to the other side. They were on the side of Mobile, and they started returning fire. We're returning fire. And at this time, ODA shows up. You know, ODA is on the ground, and there was one of the ODA members, and I tell you, he had this sniper rifle. This sniper rifle looked like a 50 cal, and I tell you, he was firing it. Boom! Every time he fired, it hit the building, and he was like, "Am I close?" I looked in the binos, and I was like, "No, just a little left, or just a little right." And he would shoot. Boom! It goes straight into the building, and we're fighting. And then all of a sudden, you know, I jumped down. I'm talking to the ODA. I'm talking to someone. I'm talking to another soldier. I looked up and I see the enemy running by. What I thought was the enemy. I saw the enemy, and I was saying, "Hey, shoot!" Then I didn't hear anything from the 240. And I looked up. There's no one on the 240. So I don't know what happened. I think the gunner went down. He had to probably move the vehicle 113 or something, moved it in position so he can engage the enemy, what have you. So I looked up there and I'm like, there's the enemy, and there's no one on the 240. So I jumped on the 240, and I tell you, I started going for it. I'm going for it. I'm firing at the enemy. I know it's the enemy. I'm shooting. I'm going for it. And someone said, hey, what are you shooting at? I said, what the hell do you think I'm shooting at? I'm shooting at the blank enemy right over there. So I think everyone coming up was in a little denial of what was going on, because even I was kind of suspicious, like, you sure it's an enemy, until you see it for yourself. And they were firing right at you. So I stepped out, took a look, and I can hear the rounds cracking, crack, crack, crack. Boom, RPG. Right, they always landed to the right of the tower or something. They never landed to the left. I don't know. So they're firing, and we're firing, and all of a sudden it'll stop. Then it'll start up again, and it just kept going. It just kept going. Now it's over an hour. You know, now it's going in 2 hours. And then here come the helicopters. They come in, they do the gun runs. They fire. They fire at them. The sniper, ODA, they're firing at them. And then all of a sudden, the GBU rounds come in. Boom, hit. Come back again, another gun run, another GBU round. Boom. The second time the GBU round hit, I can actually feel the heat coming into the tower. I mean, I can feel it. And I think I stepped outside. I can feel the heat, rounds cracking left and right, RPGs landing over there. Like, sooner or later, they got to run out of ammo. How much ammo do they really have in this college? Really? A college? How do you get all this ammo in there? So we're fighting and gun run, and a GBU round. I'm like, oh man, it'll stop, then it'll start up. So we kept going and kept going and kept going, and then ODA, they maneuvered over, I think Viper, I'm not sure about the story that happened. They were able to get in and seize the building. They were in to seize the building. I think they captured someone. I think they killed multiple terrorists, and they killed multiple terrorists. So this kept going for 4 hours. So once it died down, once everything kind of went away, we went downstairs, and I tell you, it's something that started at 10 in the morning. I don't think we wrapped everything up about 1, because then we had to go back and do the SIG-X, we had to do the sit rep, and then we had to do the con-op, and that took hours, and we were just constantly trying to figure out what was going on. We got the word that this not only happened in Patel province, Afghanistan, this happened all over Afghanistan. Kabul was attacked. Paktika was attacked. Other places were attacked. So Al-Qaeda basically, it was an attack all over the country. We were just a part of it. And fortunately, I don't think we didn't lose any soldiers that day. I mean, soldiers were lost. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think our task force lost anyone that was in our area. And but we did have someone that was wounded. But it was a 4-hour firefight. So the old saying that, hey, firefights only last 3 to 5 minutes, that was a 4-hour firefight. And the thing that took, I ended up seeing one of the personnel involved in the firefight. I believe it was that firefight. He came in, and I just remember his hair was wild. It was long, wild. His eyes was just not there. He was not there. This soldier was, or terrorist, was going to fight until the end. Okay, there was no plans of this terrorist to even surrender. No surrender, no nothing, just die. He was willing to. He was going to die for whatever reason, their cause, and we wanted to live for our cause, and that's why we prevailed that day, and they lost. So, just want to tell you a little bit about it. SFAT Team 7. Oh, I want to talk about Crump too. Okay, while this was all going on, while the ODA was firing and everything else was firing, Crump, and I think Crump and Truex, they went up to another tower that was a little forward, but not in direct line of fire. And they went up and they noticed that one of the Afghan soldiers were not firing from the tower. So I remember they asked him to remove from the tower. Crump went in the tower, he broke the glass that's in the tower. And the whatever protectors, whatever in the front of the tower, he broke it and he jumped in and he started firing. And I remember when everything was all over and all said and done, all they could talk about is that Crump, Sergeant Class Crump, went up and broke the glass. It was like, what about the firefight? You know, it was like, no, it doesn't matter. You know, you broke the glass. You all have to pay for it and replace it. You're like, hey, that's okay. That's okay. We did what we were supposed to do that day. The Afghans did what they were supposed to do that day. 7 years ago, April 15th, 2012, SFAT Team 7. We took care of business that day. And we ruled the day. Thank you.